Okay, of course. So first of all, Inner Athlete is a combination of really 20 years of my life's work in sports medicine. I'm a private practicing physician. I'm also a doctor of chiropractic. I have a doctorate of natural medicine. I do a lot of different I have a diverse background. Sports has been something I've been very, very excited and interested in. I mean, I played collegiate sports in the United States when I was younger. And I opened and operated several sports enhancement centers in order to help young athletes, primarily my children, become, the best potential athletes they could become. An Inner Athlete is a combination of all of the amazing technologies that were out there to improve sports performance and human biological production, primarily when it comes to athletic performance. But no one has ever taken all of those pieces together and put it into a usable format. That's what we have done at Inner Athlete. And I'll tell you, Inner Athlete is absolutely exploding right now. Ever since we announced what we did in Dubai with blockchain sports, every sports are now beating our door down to try to get involved with what we're doing, because no one's ever done what we've done. No one's ever proven what we've been able to prove with our services. We've already helped with the National Football League, professional basketball and professional baseball here in the United States. And now with this global launch we're doing, it's truly limitless what we can do. So in short, Inner Athlete is a combination of what the world of sports medicine has been trying to put together for decades. We've accomplished it. And we've now put AI, artificial intelligence, behind it to power it. And it's become such this huge opportunity. And we'll discuss, some other opportunities that have come out since Dubai, but it's absolutely limitless what's happening right now. That's absolutely correct. So there are over 200,000 professional football players globally, over 2,000 clubs that already are interested in using Inner Athlete just on football alone to improve athletic performance, to reduce injury, to improve the scouting abilities as well for the organizations. But every one of those teams has fans. There's over 250 million fans that want to train and participate in Inner Athlete just like their heroes do on the soccer pitch or the football pitch every day. So the fan base is going to be a huge opportunity, not only to help people, but from a monetary standpoint, it's even bigger than the professional aspect. And to that point, think about this. Of the 250 million fans of football, how many of those fans are actually still playing football? Whether they're participating on weekend sports or during the week, all of those are going to have the ability to be tested and to be treated just like their professional heroes on the football pitch. That is a game changer for all sports that are out there. And it's exciting how much momentum and how much interest that every single individual fan has for this. Look, I know you experience it. People are asking you already, how do I do this for myself? Everybody was going to want to do this. So it's pretty awesome. That's correct. In fact, FIFA, Puma, and then later this month in the United States, we're actually starting a roadshow where we're going to 5 to 7 of the MLS clubs here in the US to start testing players and doing some work with them. So it's global already. I'll tell you this, is you're absolutely right. We already have a proven concept to show that we can improve the health of athletes. We can improve their athletic performance. We can mitigate and reduce the risk of their injury, and we can help the clubs make better decisions on what athletes that they should bring into their organization. That by itself is so huge for the business of sports, it's not even funny. From a monetary standpoint, we're literally helping professional organizations save tens of millions of dollars already in the United States. Now, why did I want to go with Limitless? Well, the professional organizations in America who have offered to purchase what we have in Inner Athlete, they just want to keep it for them, for their sport, for them alone, and put it on the shelf and just for their organization. I'm not okay with that. This has limitless potential, and I need an organization that doesn't have fear, that understands that this is a global opportunity, that we can reach as many professionals and children as possible with these programs. Helping raise up young athletes is so important for me. As a father of 3 athletes, I know how important that is. And so the Limitless community, I fell in love with everybody when we were in Dubai, but I already knew Jeremy, Ilya, and Edward prior to that, because we're working on some other great things with them already. And when they said, hey, would you be willing to take this little piece of what you do, this athletic peak performance program, and bolt it onto what we're doing blockchain sports, that would really help us, would you do it? And I said, absolutely. Once I understood the global reach, the mindset, the limitless thinking that the community has, to me, it was a no-brainer. One of the biggest things that I love about the Limitless organization is you have the mindset of disrupting systems that are broken. And the athletic performance world is broken. Look, I've worked with professional, collegiate, Olympic athletes for 2 decades. I've seen the good, the bad, and the ugly of all of it. These poor individuals are treated so poorly. They don't have the quality of care that they deserve. They are treated like animals most of the time. And we can help these folks so much. One of the clubs that I work with is the National Football League, and I'm one of the doctors on the Retired NFL Players Association. And one of the biggest problems we have is these men, after they're done playing American football, within 2 to 3 years, they're almost crippled and handicapped, and their minds go. We have the ability to prevent those things from happening. We have the ability to help those folks have a quality of life for the rest of their life. And Inner Athlete brings that opportunity, not just to professional athletes, but to all of the 250 million fans and everybody else worldwide that wants to live a happier, healthier life. And to your last point that you said about me standing up for what's right, I've always done that, and I will continue to do that, and I will do that for athletics. And that's one of the reasons why FIFA and other organizations have approached us, because of our integrity. And we're willing to do whatever it takes to make it right with these organizations. I'm obviously a physician, and I'm in my office today taking care of patients. People come from all over the world to see me to help find the root cause of their problem. And I help find those by looking at their genetics, looking at their blood, looking at their brain, fixing the physiology. Well, one of the unique pieces of what we've been able to do is figure out how to do that specifically for athletes. And what we're talking about is specifically for football players. So this opportunity is exactly for that. And again, I cannot impress upon you how fast this opportunity is taking off. I mean, when the footballers, the first thing that everybody should have seen, when all the legends immediately said, when can I do this and can I get behind it? That should have been like opportunity number 1. And now we're having conversations with clubs all across the globe, with MLS, with FIFA. They're wanting to be involved in Inner Athlete, and we haven't really even launched this with Limitless yet. So think about the potential of what's going to happen. This will change the way that football is done as a business. There's no question, and we're going to be a huge part of that together. So it's good. We only have 5,000 opportunities for the 5,500 pack, and there's a limited amount of 25,000 and above. Those individuals are going to be the individuals that get to participate in the residuals and in the royalties of Inner Athlete for all of football globally. Like it really is an insane opportunity. The residuals alone are potentially hundreds of millions of dollars a year just on the nutritional aspect of it. I mean, Carol, this is really truly an absolutely unique opportunity, and what's happening in the soccer world right now, with so many soccer clubs wanting to get involved with us without even really promoting it yet, it's really blown our mind how quick this is taking off. So yes, it's limited time to do this, and we only have a small amount of time because we're launching this again in August. It's launching with everything. And by the way, Inner Athlete is already going to be monetarily available for people to get royalties and residuals even before the launch kicks off, so it's already producing revenues right now. And remember, the technology that we have and we're using, the AI that we have and we're using, the nutritional products that we have and we're using, they're all patented and protected with IP. So even if other people were going to try to replicate this, they're not going to be able to do this for at least 7 to 10 years. Like, we're so far ahead of everyone else. The sports medicine world is literally buzzing about Inner Athlete because no one's been able to take all of these amazing things together and put it into one system. We're the first that's ever done it. We've proven it works. And that's why this thing is taking off like a rocket ship already. About a week after we launched in Dubai, FIFA put out information on their website that they're now looking into genetic testing for their athletes. Well, I've already been doing it for 20 years. We already got it all figured out. They're in kindergarten and we've got our triple PhD in it. So we're so far ahead of everybody. It's amazing. So Inner Athlete is going to improve the value of the player, which will then improve the evaluation of the NFT, and it'll put security around the NFT. Then what it'll do is that will increase the value of blockchain sports ecosystem as a whole. So that by itself is worth its weight in gold. Not to mention all the residuals that can be made through Limitless on the investment into Inner Athlete as a whole. We're charging clubs license fees, and those fees could be, as low as $50,000 to $60,000 for a very small club, but as high as up to $8 to $10 million for large clubs. We're also going to be making residual income off of the testing. And by the way, if we just had 200,000 people testing, which is just a small piece of what the 250 million potential, it's less than 10%. I mean, that's $100 million a year in profitability just off the testing. The nutrition is going to be billions of dollars. I mean, that nutritional by itself is a multi-billion-dollar annual play alone just in the nutraceuticals. So Inner Athlete brings more to the table than just, hey, you can make residuals off of being invested into or being a part of Inner Athlete. But what it does for blockchain ecosystem, it really builds it up strong, which again, think about this. If it wasn't powerful, then why would all these clubs be reaching out to us? Why would FIFA, why would MLS want to be a part of it? It's really, the timing could not be any better on all of this. I'll tell you, like I said earlier, we're leaving the last week of this month in April. We're going to Tennessee, Kansas City. We're going to LA, Miami, Dallas. All these MLS teams want us to come and test their athletes. We're going to film all of that too, so we can share it to the community, so everybody can see what the testing looks like and all of these things. And we'll be able to use those for promotional videos as well. But think about this: if we have some of the largest Major League Soccer organizations in America that are wanting us to do this, this is going to absolutely explode. So when August comes, it's when we launch, it's going to be a huge launch, and it's going to be everywhere. So it really is one of those, I feel, opportunities, which again is why Limitless was the community that we chose to go with. It gives us a global opportunity to springboard with so many different clubs. It's not even funny. So it's huge. It's bigger than I can probably even explain to people, And we're going to be very soon doing the similar, what we call a road show, going to different clubs and testing that we're doing in the US. We're already planning a trip to do that in Europe as well, in Spain, in France, and a couple other clubs as well. That is, again, it's taking off so quickly. We'll be able to film all of that. You'll be able to see all of that. It's what's happening behind the scenes is quite magical. It really is. Great question. So first of all, we already are launching in 2024. We already have 11 sports that we're launching currently. We have by the end of 2025, we'll have over 25 different sports that we've launched. By the way, if you remember, Blockchain Sports says that they want to get their system, the Athleta coin, everything else involved into other sports. We can be a gateway for that. Okay, that's a huge opportunity for Inner Athlete to help the blockchain sports and the Limitless community. That's number one. Number two, well, obviously, there's always opportunities to participate with all of those sports. And I want the Limitless crowd to be able to participate with all of those. We're starting with football, and then we're going to be expanding into everything from esports to boxing to UFC to American football to baseball to you name it. We already have all of that mapped out and laid out, and the 11 sports are already launching right now in 2024. So yes. Right? But I have grown to really start to love football, soccer. So I love athletics, and I absolutely love watching athletes reach a level of peak performance that they didn't even know was possible. That's what I love. I watch a lot of sports now, not because I enjoy the sport, but because I like to watch my players that are playing on the television and see them excel.